Hello, YouTube. My name is Erica, and I am here with my sister, Erin.
Hi, how's it going?
Beautiful. This is the first video in our Sims Let's Play series. So, as you know, The Sims is a very unpredictable game. Anything can happen in it. But when I play, I typically find that I'm playing the same exact stories just over and over and over again. So I thought it would be fun to have a more collaborative experience with my sister. So we're going to be kind of playing alternating gameplay. She's going to do an episode, I'll do an episode, and general insanity will ensue. So, Erin.
Hi, how are you?
So I have a few hundred hours in The Sims, so what I'm doing is just going through, and I'm going to create our founder and play the first chapter, and then Erin's going to pick it up from there and really work on really her first, I guess, Sims 4 experience, because you don't really have a whole lot of hours in the game, do you?
I make houses, so no.
So have you ever actually had a child or raised a kid in The Sims, or any of the traditional legacy?
Not in Sims 4. I think the last time that I really played The Sims to have actual Sims do things was Sims 2. So it's been a while.
So did you ever play the first Sims, or was that just me?
No, I played it.
Okay. So I remember we've been playing, I guess, The Sims since the very first game in 2000. So we're old. And
not that old.
Very old.
Not that old.
Okay, so she's a couple years younger than me, but we're still pretty old. So we've been playing since the very first Sims game came out in 2000. And do you remember how we got that first game?
No.
So Dad actually bought that game for Mom for her birthday. And she played it, I think, one time, and really, she didn't enjoy it. So it just kind of was sat there and was unused. And
then you discovered it.
And then I came across it, and then that was just really
And now that's all she does.
And not exclusively, but a good portion of my free time, yes. But I remember that it was, Sims 1, and then Sims 2 was was really the only game that I would ever play.
Oh, yes. I can attest to this. I was there.
And I remember that we had, there were three of us. There were three sisters, and I was kind of the computer hog for a large portion of our childhood. So much so that our dad had to create a schedule so other people could have a chance on the computers.
It didn't work. She still was on the computer.
Well, I just figured out subtle and not so subtle ways of getting my way. So that included bribery, slight extortion.
Did you mention that you're the eldest? If it's not apparent.
If it's not clear, I am the older sibling. I don't see how that has any bearing on this at all. But, and then I would also just use general deceit and trickery, where we also had a PlayStation at the same time, so if I was really wanting to play The Sims 2, and it was somebody's computer day, I would fire up the PlayStation, just start playing some random game I had no interest in playing.
Look at how fun this game is. Wouldn't you rather be playing the PlayStation than using the computer?
That is exactly what I did, and it worked.
Why don't you trade your PlayStation day for my computer day?
And then we would trade, and then I would have what I wanted, and then you would quickly find out that the game I was playing was trash. And you should not have traded, because The Sims was much more fun. So what would you say was your favorite iteration of the Sims game, and what was your favorite expansion pack?
I build houses. No, when I played Sims 2, they had vacation on that one, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that. And that's when they introduced pets, right? That was Sims 2, not Sims 3.
No, Sims 2 had pets. Yeah.
I think I really liked pets.
They had a schnoodle, so that's one of their pre-made pets. So that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I remember when, the college expansion pack came out, I played a lot of that.
I always found that expansion pack incredibly hard.
It really gave me anxiety because I was, not in college at the time.
You're like, this is what I have to look forward to?
No. But, yeah, I think those were the ones that I really played the most. I know there was expansions that I never even played. I don't think I ever played the date night one.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but when we were at home, I really wanted, there was an expansion called Hot Date. Mm-hmm. And I wanted that game so badly. It was the only expansion pack that I don't think I ever owned.
Too risque.
And yes, the parents just completely refused to ever buy me that game. So I never got to play it, and it was very sad. In true manipulative fashion, I found an article about how Hot Date really wasn't that risque, and I left it on the computer open in a browser tab so Mom would find it.
How'd that work out for you?
Not well. Didn't change a thing. So, still never have played Hot Date.
Well, it's a little late.
Just a little bit, but I might actually go back and play some of those old expansions that I never got when we were kids.
And then you'll hate them. You're like, oh, I wasn't missing out on anything.
I think I missed out on quite a few of the expansions for Sims 1, but I think in Sims 2 that we really played most of those expansion packs. Mm-hmm. And I remember that whenever they had that special, EA made it to where you could go in and get the Ultimate Edition for free, and I snagged that and had all the extra stuff. I don't know if it was store packs or something like that, but that was a lot of fun to go back and look at all the stuff that I missed out on. Mm-hmm. Yes, I could give her some pants.
No. She looks fine.
Yeah.
I often work out in my underwear.
As one does. So, you said you really enjoy building. I hate building, so I think this will be a good division of labor. You can build all the houses, and then I can fill them with hordes of children for our legacy family.
Which is basically my nightmare.
No, you love children.
No. No. But in The Sims, it's just... I don't think that I can remember the last time that I played, The Sims without using cheats.
And we are going to be playing a version of the game where we are going to refrain from cheating.
So, like I said, my nightmare.
It's going to be fine.
Raising children, and I can't just make everybody happy.
And we also have to raise all the money in legitimate ways.
Which I never do. Literally, the first thing that I do, if I'm actually playing a Sims character is money. Nobody ever has jobs. So this is going to be a challenge. This is something totally new for me. Yeah, hopefully I don't just kill everybody on accident.
You're gonna be fine. Just,
Feed them if they're hungry.
Yeah, just feed them if they're hungry, and maybe keep them away from any open flames as a general.
Is that a thing now? Where they start on fire?
Well, I mean, they have to be like cooking, or they have to be
Cooking?
Yeah, if they have a low cooking skill and they're trying to cook a meal, they can set themselves on fire.
Okay, so that was in the other ones too. It's not.
Yeah. So just be careful of that. And then,
Well, I did set a lot of people on fire though. Previously.
So try not to do that.
We've got one shot at this, at least until the first person has children.
If at all possible, we'd like to, at least have someone to continue the legacy, or, in the very least, start the legacy.
I will do my best. We will see.
So you haven't really played a whole lot of the gameplay. I don't really enjoy building. So I think that'll be kind of a good division of labor. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of shenanigans, because I would say I probably have a little bit more experience, know a little bit of the tips and tricks.
I've never played a legacy, so yeah.
Well, I find myself playing the same exact characters, playing the same exact stories over and over again. So I think kind of trading off and alternating between the two of us is really going to be fun, because
when you get back, everything will have been changed.
And I think having that little bit of disparity between the levels of how much we've played, I can see that being a little bit.
What are you saying?
I mean,
that your sim when you're playing will be prospering and healthy.
No, well, we're gonna be.
And then when you get back, they'll be mostly dead.
No, I'm just saying that because we're gonna be playing the same characters. It's going to be the same save file. So whatever you mess up will also mess up on my game. Whenever shenanigans I get up to is going to show up in your game. So, and since I know a little bit more about how, what's hidden away in the game, I think I can leave you a few surprises that you'll kind of be figuring out on your own. And
so like I said, my nightmare. No, it'll be fun, but it's going to be challenging, I think.
I fully plan on leaving you small traps to fall into and just generally menacing you in the best big sister way possible.
Two can play at this game. Oh, you had some money last time? No more money.
It is gone now. So we obviously have played The Sims quite a bit, but when you're not playing The Sims, are there any other video games that you like to play? Any other computer games or console games?
I don't play as many games as I would like to. I guess that sounds weird to be like, I wish I played more games, because most people would say, I need to stop playing so many games. But for me, I don't know, I just don't dedicate a lot of time to it. I like a little bit of everything, I guess. Sims is fun. I'm going to find out if I like playing it in this entirely new way for myself, but yeah, I don't know. A little bit of everything, really. Yeah. Like Spyro's one of my very favorite games.
I still have that soundtrack, just
ingrained in your brain.
And it's never going anywhere.
If you think you have a lot of Sims hours, I have played the original Spyro games, like the first 3, a lot. I couldn't even tell you how many hours I've spent on that.
So I think for Spyro, I think the only time I actually played Spyro was, again, when I was being devious and trying to entice someone over to the console game so I could get the computer and play The Sims.
So I guess that time it worked out.
Yes.
Where I actually liked it.
I think you had no choice but to really love Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were never getting on the computer.
What else did I used to play a lot when we were kids? Harvest Moon, I guess we played a lot
Yeah.
of.
That was basically my basic rotation.
Sims, Harvest Moon.
Yeah, pretty much. That was our entire lineup of games. And now I play The Sims in Stardew Valley, so I have grown as a person.
Yeah, totally new person.
Mm-hmm. So what we're doing today in this first episode is really just going through and creating our founder, and then in the second episode, I will be taking her out in the world and getting her set up on her empty lot and all set up and ready for you to play the second chapter. So we already have a name for our founder here, and we're going to name her Mary. Well, I guess I could do that without the caps lock. But Marigold Boffin. Good, sturdy last name. So I think, let's see. What did I have for her? I think I'm going to have her want to find her soulmate. And we are playing by the general Sims 4 legacy rules, but we aren't going to restrict ourselves too much. So you'll see us breaking the rules here and there, but we're just trying to stick to them fairly closely. So we won't be cheating for money or moods or aspirations. Or anything like that. So I'm also I'll make it a little bit challenging. She's going to be unflirty. So this is Marigold. And you can see my general approach to creating Sims is just mashing the random button until I see something that I reasonably like and then customizing it from there. But it's a general button mash of randomize until it looks, somewhat like a human.
I am the complete opposite. On the occasions that I do actually play like a Sim character, I probably spend more time making the Sim than actually playing the game with them.
Well, I will also, my big thing, that's the biggest time suck, is I'll get into my game and then I'll see all of the random people passing by, all of the townies, and I will obsessively click on every single one of them and change all of their outfits and their makeup and hair until I think they look okay.
This neighborhood needs fixed. Oh, you can't wear that scarf with those pants.
But then whenever seasons came out, they added the hot weather and the cold weather, and of course all of the base game townies, nobody had hot and cold weather outfits, so it just randomized them and they look truly terrible. So during summer and winter months, when it's hot and cold, it is just a disaster walking around the neighborhood. So I think we have our character made here. Marigold's looking pretty good. We got she's looking for her soulmate. She's a perfectionist. She loves dogs. She's very flirty. So I think trying to find her a mate could be a little more challenging than the normal Sim.
Goody. I can't wait.
So we're gonna pick this back up, I think, in the next chapter, and that will be me just getting her set up in her empty lot with maybe I'll put a tree in there or something for some shade, maybe a tent, and then I'll pass it on to Erin, and hopefully she doesn't starve to death, get struck by lightning, caught on fire, drown.
We will see.
So we are going to pick this up in the next chapter. Sincerely yours, Erica and
Erin.